Oh, we're going to talk to Howard Stern in a few minutes, so Howard should be calling me a call. Get that, Howard's calling me. Take that shit. Hey, that's pretty powerful, isn't it? When was the last time Howard Stern called you?
This guy sends me this press kit, a professionally done press kit, and with all his articles and stuff that have been done on him.
Yeah.
This is a guy who wants to kill President Reagan.
Ronald Reagan is the Antichrist.
He's already broken into Reagan's house.
And this is for real?
Yeah. Now, I said to you, how is it that this guy's allowed to walk around free? But evidently he is.
Well, maybe he has an answer to that question.
Did anybody tell you, so he contacted us and I called him back. Did anybody tell you, we got a camera on him now. Do you know where he is?
No.
He's at a payphone on like a corner. That's his phone.
Yeah.
But, he doesn't like live in a regular house. He lives
He
in
doesn't
some
have
odd,
a
He lives in an
phone?
odd place.
Oh, yeah?
We're not sure what it is.
Oh, boy.
Hello?
Hey, dude, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, now I'm looking at the picture of you here because you sent me you have a press kit, right?
Right.
Now,
What's that all about? You got a PR firm?
I'm going to try and hire one soon, but I can't afford it right now.
now you absolutely stayed here, and I said, what are you, a black guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, big black guy, got your head shaved.
Right.
You look like a big, strong man.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Anyway, says here you were born 1957,
Correct.
and that you say that Ronald Reagan is the Antichrist.
Right.
Okay. Now, haven't the police arrested you
For what?
for saying you
Threatening
want
the
to...
life of the former president.
Yeah, that's what I did time in prison for, yes.
Oh, you did?
I was in prison for breaking into his house and almost killing him.
Now, how did you get into his house?
It was easy. It was no trick. The Secret Service doesn't even want me to talk about it, so I'm going to do them the favor and not talk about
Who
it.
doesn't want you to talk about it?
Secret Service.
The Secret Service. But you broke it. I would think they put you away for life or something like that.
Why is he being so nice to the Secret Service if he wants this guy gotten rid of?
I don't want to kill him. I want to expose him as the Antichrist now. I'm running for president, by the way. I thought I'd mention
But let me just say something to you. If Reagan was the Antichrist, he forgot that he's the Antichrist at this point.
Yeah, why would the Antichrist get Alzheimer's?
It doesn't really matter that he has Alzheimer's now. His policies are going to affect the future generations of America. Or everything that he did while he was in office is going to affect future generations of America. And that's what we're going to have to fight against.
Now, some of the evidence that you cite that Ronald Reagan is the Antichrist is that Ronald, Wilson, and Reagan all have 6 letters.
Right, that's 666, the mark of the beast. Known as 666.
You say Reagan's current house number was 666 before Nancy had to change to 668?
Correct.
Reg-
666 St. Cloud Place. Nancy had to change to 668 when they moved in.
And then you say Reagan was shot and wounded and recovered from the wound.
Yeah, it's one of the signs set forth in Revelations for the naming of the Antichrist. That the Antichrist be shot and wounded. Actually, it's one of the 7 heads. The 7 heads stand for the 7 heads of state that meet every year in the G7.
Did you get this out of the Bible?
Yes.
And the Bible talks about shooting with guns?
Well, not shooting. It says killing with the sword, actually.
Now, when you broke into the house, what prevented you from killing Ronald Reagan? Did you actually see him in the house?
I missed seeing him by a few feet. I got to the back patio, and he was at the pool, which is around the corner.
And then who stopped you? The whoever.
Service.
I see. And they tackled you and brought you in. Now, I would think, and you admit that you wanted to kill him, right?
At that time, yeah.
And so why wouldn't somebody go to prison for life for that?
Well, they don't
Well,
put
they
you in for
couldn't
life.
charge me. I didn't have a weapon, and they had no case on that. They couldn't do it. What could they do? I said I was going to kill him that morning. I went to the psychiatrist and told him
Let me
I
ask
was
you
gonna
something.
kill
If I said on the radio that I now want to stab Gary Dell'Abate in the heart with a knife,
him. Nobody can
Nobody would do
It
anything.
doesn't mean anything. He's not a president. There's no laws against that.
and
Yeah.
if I threaten somebody's life, they can't put me in jail?
If
No.
you threaten a president, you can. If they threaten a president or a former president, they can put you in jail. But they can't put you in jail just for threatening anybody else. Those are the
Don't
only
you
people
understand
they
that
can put
that's
you in
why
jail for.
the stalking laws have to be enacted? Because you can say you want to do anything to anybody but the president.
Yeah,
Right.
like the president's so important.
I like he says they have no proof, but they tackled him on Reagan's patio.
Right. I mean, that's good enough proof for me.
Well,
What
I
are you
was going
doing
to kill him.
here?
I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Right. And if you had gotten him, you would have killed him.
Right.
But
But-
what good would that do?
He would be out of the way. He'd be dead. He wouldn't be the Antichrist anymore. See, this is the Antichrist we're talking about. It's not some, nickel and dime thief. We're talking about the Antichrist and all that means.
Well, let me get this straight. So now Gary says you have to use a payphone and you live outside. Where do you live in
I live in a board and care. In California, they have this thing where they take care of you. I got Social Security and they'll take your check and give you food and lodging and stuff like that.
Well, isn't that interesting? A guy says he wants to kill the president, so we support him.
That's a great country. I tell you. Now, so now, are you watched by anyone so that we know?
Secret Service.
Oh,
Yeah.
you are watched.
You have your own Secret Service now.
This guy's got a great lifestyle.
Service agent.
See, if you threaten the president, you get a great lifestyle, I guess. And, I mean, further evidence that you cite here, Reagan's re-election campaign cost $66.6 million.
That was
Everything
reported in
is-
the New York Times.
Everything is 666 with him, huh?
Just about. He knows it and believes in the number, too, and was trying to put it on us with that electrical scanning system that they did. I heard that there was some 666 involved with that, too.
With what?
You know those scanning numbers they have on back of packages?
Yes?
I think that was implemented during his term of office. I'm not sure of that, but I think it was, and that 666 has something to do with that.
Now, you say here Reagan's first film was the 666th film released by Hollywood.
I can't prove that. I just heard that from
His
a
first
person.
divorce was the
Sounded-
666th among Hollywood
that sounded good,
celebrities.
but I can't prove that either.
You can't, yeah, okay. His first son was born on 6/6 at 6 in the morning.
If that is true, it's a good indication because his first son was adopted. So now, if he picked his son based on the time of his son's
Oh,
birth,
boy.
Mm-hmm.
that would be a very good indication that he really does know and believe in it.
Have you ever spent any time in a mental hospital?
25 different times.
Now, what happened in your childhood that turned you into this sort of individual that goes around threatening a human being's life?
My brother had sex with me,
Your brother had sex with you.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that was the turning point?
probably.
So the sex wasn't that good, was it?
Oh, stop it.
It was all right.
It wasn't. He says it wasn't that
all right.
bad.
It was all right.
Now, when you say your brother had sex with you, were you a young? How young were you when this happened?
About 2 years old.
You were 2 years old, and your
Do
brother.
you remember it, too?
I remember I had a great time. Me and him were best buddies. My brother and I, he died, unfortunately, from AIDS recently.
Now,
So how long did you have sex?
How long did my brother and I have sex?
Yeah.
Until we got our separate bedrooms and we moved out into East Brunswick from New Brunswick.
so
And
why
how
didn't you?
old
So
were
why didn't you go after
I
him
was
instead of
6'8".
Ronald Reagan? Ronald Reagan didn't have sex with you.
I'm not talking about sex. You are.
No, I'm saying that if you were going to be angry at someone, you should have been angry at your brother.
I'm
Yeah,
not
you
angry at my
said,
brother. I love my brother.
but you said that you figured you got all these notions
Oh, I'm
because your
gay.
brother
I'm
had...
totally gay now. There's no problem. I'm comfortable with my gaiety.
I mean, if your brother does you for your whole life, it's pretty much you're going to be gay.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No, I'm not. No, my brother doesn't do me. I can't have sex with my brother. He's dead now. But I would never have sex with my brother after I grew up and found out about that thing about adult. What's it called?
Incest?
Yeah, incest.
So they can't help you at the mental hospital? I mean, I think they should really lock
Are
you up
you
for a
on
while.
medication?
Hey, I'm on Prolixin.
Oh, I'm on that. That doesn't do anything. What's Prolixin?
I don't know.
It's a shot they give you every 2 weeks. It's a major psychotropic drug that they give to people who have mental problems.
And they can't trust you to take pills, so they have to give you a shot.
Right.
Good thing we have a camera on him. I want to see what this guy
Yeah,
looks like
really,
while
I
he's
wanna
talking.
Check out this whole thing.
Now, is this something that you live with every day, that you think about the president all the time, the ex-president?
No, I don't think about him all the time, just occasionally.
And how do you spend your day? I mean, what is a day like
Well,
for
I'm
you?
running for president, so I got to do speeches and things like that.
I
Who
see.
is listening to you?
Can I hear some of your speech, the little piece of your speech? Where do you give these speeches?
Well, would you like to hear a little piece of some good ideas?
All right, let me hear a couple of
All
ideas.
right, for gun control, right? Here's
Gun
what
control,
we do.
yes.
Gun control. We give everybody an AK-47 and let them defend the country like it was meant to be defended in case of invasion by foreign power. And we ban all handguns. Any gun under a certain length, I'm not sure what the length would be banned automatically.
Well, that doesn't sound like anything that really, that sounds like it's going to affect anybody all that much. What
No,
about...
we're 10,000 people dead every year, Howard. That doesn't affect anybody.
So you think we should put more guns into the hands of
No,
people?
I think we should get rid of all handguns, Howard.
And just
So
give them
it'd be a big
AK-47s.
gun that everybody could see, so people would know you were
Oh,
black.
I see. Well, that makes
I'm
perfect
beginning
sense.
to understand him. I'm worried about myself.
I think I need my Elixin or whatever that drug is.
Prolixin.
Prolixin. Okay, what is another platform of yours?
Abortion.
Go ahead. What is that?
All right, now, we've got to get rid of this notion that first of all, I have no right to tell any woman what to do with her body. Not that I care what a woman does with her body, because I could care less.
Yeah,
about
you don't
women.
want any part of it.
Yeah,
Right.
I want no part of it. So
You certainly have no right.
neither here nor there with me. So, but if they want to have abortions, they should freeze the embryos, and maybe sometime in the future we can bring the embryos back to life.
But who's going to raise them?
Robin,
Oh, sorry.
please. You're going to start arguing with this guy? The guy's just running for president. He's trying to do his thing.
All right, go on.
At this point, you think you got the Ronald Reagan thing under control? You're not going to go after him anymore?
Yeah, I think that's under control.
You got it under control.
Oh, I had a religious awakening. There's a passage in the Bible that lets me off the hook. I don't have to kill him.
You thought for a while it was your job to get rid of the
like
Antichrist.
like it says, like a thief in the night, somebody comes and breaks into his house.
Uh-huh.
That's what I thought it meant, like a thief in the night was me breaking into his house.
I see.
So you're glad then, in a way, that you went to the mental hospital and they must have explained to you that while Ronald Reagan might be the Antichrist, you don't have to worry about knocking him off.
Well, I didn't learn that until I went to the last hospital I was at, which was La Casa, which is a privately run mental health hospital. And they ran a good program where we had education and things to do all day instead of sitting around in a day room.
So are you glad?
Classes and we learned things.
Are you
I learned things.
Are you glad you didn't kill President Reagan?
Very glad.
Okay.
Oh, that's
well,
good.
good.
To
All
hear.
right.
That's
So, all
good
right.
to
It sounds like you don't sound like you sound delusional, but you don't sound like a complete nincompoop. What's the matter?
There's a guy on the other line
Yeah.
there. He said he used to be mentally ill.
Yeah.
And he said that this guy has given mentally ill people a bad name.
Hey, both of you guys there? Hey, Greg, Greg, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, there's a guy on the phone that says you're giving mentally ill people a bad name. Can you imagine
Giving
that?
them a bad name. I'm trying to help the mentally ill. There's a lot of really sick people. Makes me want to cry right now. It's a lot of people are hurting, and these Republicans are just hurting everybody.
Greg,
they don't care about a single person in the world. If you're in a mental hospital, they don't care about you. If you're homeless, they don't care about you. They're dumb fucks, and I hate them.
Oh,
Right.
boy. Okay,
Hey,
Greg, you got to
now,
calm
Greg,
down.
are you crying?
Yeah.
Why are you crying? You just did an interview.
Well, I'm sorry. I got a little emotional.
When you talk about
Yeah, don't use the F
giving
word.
mental patients a bad name, he...
Oh, sir, are you still claiming that Greg gives mental patients a bad name?
Yes, I do.
Why is that?
What is your mental problem?
Excuse me?
What is your mental problem?
I don't want to get into my mental problem.
Why not?
Are you still on medication?
No.
Oh, I see. What were you doing? Did you want to like kill your parents or something?
Well, I tried to kill somebody once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Howard, I think that guy might need some help. He should really lay off him kind of because he's...
Listen, faggot.
Oh.
Shut up.
Whoa. Hey, hold it a second. Hold it. Hey, Greg. Hey, Greg, you can't curse like that.
All right.
You can't curse like that.
Sorry.
Well, he's a
Now,
expert
why do you have to call the guy a
He's
faggot?
an expert on assholes.
Well, wait a second. You guys are killing me.
too.
If you keep using this foul language, I've got to say goodbye to both of you.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, it's funny to me and Robin because we can hear it,
Yeah, but the rest of the world can't.
I'm hitting the button like a mad dog.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I got FCC problems, which is worse than your mental problems combined.
I won't say nothing.
All right, now, why is Greg, in a clean way, tell me, why is Greg giving mental patients a bad name? You don't sound any
Well,
more stable than he is.
Okay, I know people, of course, the way I sound and what I did, but that was a very long time ago. And,
Did you attack the guy?
yeah.
All right.
So...
Now, did you go to a hospital?
Yes, I did.
So you didn't kill him, but you might have hurt him.
No, I almost hurt him.
All right, go ahead.
But listen to what he's babbling about. Everything has to do with 666. I find that quite unusual, don't you?
Well, I think it's unusual when you attack somebody out of the clear blood.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, at least with him we got clues.
Yeah, I admit that, but... I mean,
You're as mentally ill as he is, so why is he
And
giving...
maybe worse.
Why is he giving mentally ill people a bad name? Mentally ill people have bad names. That's why they call them mentally ill.
Who thinks well of them?
Yeah, I don't know one person who thinks the mentally ill are okay.
What did he just say?
What did you say, Greg?
Let's give mentally ill people a good name. Remember what it used to be like to be mentally ill? They're coming to take me away. Oh, it's a funny farm. Where life is beautiful all the time. That's what it used to be like. Now the Republicans have fucked it up.
Greg, you can't say that.
Greg, I got to keep hitting the button.
What do you
I'm
say?
sorry about the language. I'm trying.
Greg, you got to mellow out with that.
Do you want to be on the radio or not?
Okay.
We're trying to get to the bottom of all of this.
Okay.
Just
It used to
listen.
be so great to be mentally ill, and now they've made it a taboo. It used to be great. You go away to a funny farm, and you were on a funny farm, and it was a joke, and it was all
You know what it
and
is-
It was a great time. And now they made it all this You know, you can't go out. You can't go outside of the cabins anymore. You can't walk around the grounds. They have beautiful grounds on some of these mental hospitals. You could be locked up there for life and couldn't care if you never got out. The grounds are so beautiful.
Then
See-
go back.
So you're saying that the grounds at the mental hospitals used to be beautiful, but now they set you out on the street, so it's bad to be
Yeah,
mentally
they
ill?
lock you out of the mental
When
hospital.
you're in the mental hospital, if you have to go for a short time or however much time you have to go for, you can't walk out on the grounds anymore because they're afraid that people are going to escape and run out into the community.
I got to tell you something. If I owned a radio station, I'd hire these two guys to do Saturday overnights.
Absolutely.
I
They
team
make
them
a
up.
great team.
Greg, this guy says you're giving mentally ill people a bad name, but you say you're not.
I don't want to. I want them to have a good name and a good life. Anyone who's ever been to a mental hospital or ever had a problem with psychiatrists, have to see a therapist or anything, it's not taboo in that anymore.
And sir, have you changed your opinion of Greg, or you still hold it?
I'm not saying like he gives mentally people a bad name, like they're a race or anything like that. I'm just saying like he says he's cured, but listen to what he's singing on the phone, and he's acting like a total. Oh, I can't use the word.
Well, use a clean word.
Idiot.
All right.
And
Well, you know.
I sound like I sound.
Could you imagine this must go on in mental hospitals all
Day long. You get mental working there.
You get
I
like
think-
two mental guys screaming about who's more mental?
Two? They probably 50 or 60.
I think he's still mental.
You do?
Yes, I think
You're
he deserves
cured.
to be put away.
Do you think you should be put away?
Well, maybe, but I'll admit this. I don't, I call up and I don't sing and stuff on the phone like he's doing.
Right.
This guy's saying you still have a way to go, is what he's telling you.
Yeah, Greg, he's saying that you're not
Let
cured.
me put it this way. The day that I broke into Reagan's house,
Yeah?
I went to a psychiatrist and they cleared me of all psychiatric delusions. They had my records. The Secret Service had put me in the hospital a month before. They had all my records. I was not delusional on the day.
That was me. I was posing as the doctor.
Yeah. You're telling me the day you broke into President Reagan's house and accused him of being the Antichrist, you found a psychiatrist who
I
said
went
that
there first for clearance because I didn't want to get locked up like Hinkley.
the
for life.
psychiatrist must have been a Democrat.
I take it you're real black.
I'm not real black. I'm real white, actually. I'm white on the inside, black on the outside. It's known as an Oreo.
I thought that was Italian.
No, it's called an Oreo. White on the inside, black on the outside.
God, you're screwed up.
I dig listening to you two guys.
Love it.
You two guys have a show in you, I'm telling you. Like two mental patients.
They review movies.
Yeah, you guys do movie reviews? You could be like the mental Siskel and Ebert.
Do you see movies, Greg?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Can't
just
afford a
saw
house.
that
How can
one,
you afford a ticket?
The one about madness, about the guy who wrote a book and it came out.
In the Mouth of Madness?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
saw that one recently?
Yeah, that was good. It scared me a little, though. I got too scared.
Oh, yeah, that was my life story.
That was his life.
He only goes to mental
Yeah,
illness
the
movies.
movie
Yeah.
scared you. Just imagine what I'd do.
You guys are so into mental illness, you only go to mental illness movies?
Like, do you only read like Prozac Nation and stuff?
No, I don't read that. I read books like Lucid Dreaming, like Critical Path, like, let's see, what's another good one?
Will you find them in the garbage?
Huh?
So do you find them in the garbage?
No, I buy them in bookstores. You ever been to a bookstore?
But I thought you don't live anywhere. I thought you were homeless.
I know, I'm not homeless. I have a home. It's called a board and care. They take care of me, dude.
You can't take care of yourself?
It's like partial hospitalization. No, obviously I'm too sick. Isn't that what you just said?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm agreeing with you. No, I can't take care of myself. I can't
But they let you
walk.
out.
I
You're
don't know
talking
how to
on a
cook.
phone booth.
I
They
have
let
no
you out in
idea.
the street.
I can cook an egg and omelet. That's about all I can cook. That's all I know how to cook.
Boy, you're a waste.
What are you
Your
saying?
life
That
is
they
so
shouldn't have
great.
even wasted time trying to treat him?
They should have threw him off the hospital roof.
Richard, you know, let me tell you something about my background, dude. I'm a graduate of Rutgers University.
Let me tell you something about my backside. You could kiss it.
First asshole.
Oh, wait
All
a
right,
second. Now,
come
Greg.
on. What did
Greg,
he just tell you?
Greg, you can't use curse words. I like the way you guys debate, but you got to do it clean.
I'm sorry.
I'm doing it very
I
clean.
out so often. I want to Howard Stern, not this guy.
But we're trying to work into a show here, and
Yeah.
if you two have to keep, using those words, we can't get you a show.
Okay,
I'm trying to get you guys a sitcom.
Howard,
I thought it was legal to use that F word on the radio anyway. Isn't it legal?
No.
No.
I don't know what
Yes,
country
it is
you
legal.
came
Howard,
from.
they changed the rule.
I believe the mental establishment should change the rules, too. This guy's out in the street on a phone booth talking about eggs and killing the president.
Well, the president president is the Antichrist. I can't help it. I'm the second coming of Christ. Does that make me mental too?
Man, you're nuts.
No, I'm not nuts. I'm the second coming of Christ. It's
You're the
different.
second coming of what? Christ?
Christ. Do you ever hear the second coming of Christ?
I thought Christ was
someday,
white.
dude. Well, it's happening now.
Christ was white.
And I'm it.
He says he thinks Christ was white.
What?
He
He
said,
thinks Christ was white? Well, he got another thing coming. He's white on the inside and black on the outside.
He's not Italian, he's Jewish.
What?
He's Jewish, Christ.
if it helps at all, I'm Virgin Mary.
He's circumcised. That's all it means, and I'm circumcised. He's not Jewish.
You're black and you're circumcised?
Christ is gay?
Yeah. Isn't that neat?
Wow.
Kind of a neat twist on things, isn't it? It's that's what in the Bible is going to say.
Man, I'd like to meet you in a dark alley and like really pound you in the head with something
Those who are not
heavy.
defiled of women.
Something heavy. You know, we can have them do a show, but they have to have separate studios.
Yeah, right. I'm going to work you guys. I'm going to try and work you. Gary, I'm going to put these guys on hold. I'm going to try and work them into a show. It's good.
I'm totally entertained.
I'd like to get you alone in a dark alley and bash in your head with something heavy. Oh, yeah, well, I'm the second coming of Christ. Oh, yeah? Well, I didn't know Christ was black. Yeah, he is. Oh, you're nuts. You can't write dialogue like that.